Lower bracket final. Colorful is on a tear through the entire lower bracket here in the TP Cup. And this is a rematch from the winner bracket quarterfinal earlier this week on Wednesday, I believe it was. There, 1-0 took 3 maps in a very convincing fashion. Colorful was able to get 1. It was pretty close, but in the end, the result stands for itself. It was a 3-1, and 1-0 continued his tear against Fortitude, but oh boy, did he get slapped in the face by Moon. And he has to somewhat fix this now. His opponent, right now, Colorful, is definitely not as strong as Moon, but he's also playing a lot better than a week ago. There's some recovery going on with Colorful. His matches versus Lin were great, his matches versus Focus was great, and against Lawlight, he also showed that he is a great bear player. Will we even see bears here? It's questionable. Okay, can Colorful get his revenge from the winner bracket quarterfinal, or is it gonna be 1-0 getting his rematch versus Moon on this Undead versus Night Elf day? It is Colorful's birthday, by the way, so congratulations. You could do yourself a favor, give yourself a little gift. I think it is $6,000 for the win here, which is more than half of the entire prize pool. Oh no, it's 4,600. Okay, still pretty good. Whoever loses here gets 1,250, and then it doubles at every stage. It is a keeper. And 1-0, what do you do? No Lich aggression, no Dreadlord shenanigans. Just, I hope he left the desk for a little bit and, I don't know, open the window, do just something to forget what just happened in the winner bracket final. Keeper takes care of that Acolyte. That is good experience, of course. No last hit possible here. Colorful with the momentum from the lower bracket. He was thrown down to the lower bracket in round 1, and since then has not lost the series anymore. He defeated Lin. That is something not too many people can say about themselves. Backpack researched, more DK aggression. Shu is on the other foot immediately compared to 1-0 versus Moon. He's not creeping anymore. He doesn't want to expose himself to the Keeper harass early. And he doesn't want Entangle and Treants against him. Coil on a skeleton to not give anything away. And that prevents level 2 for now. Needs to deny. Doesn't get it. Ooh, he knew how close the Keeper was to level 3. That's why he coiled that skeleton. But maybe didn't move it back in time. And that is now the strength of the Keeper unlocked. T2 coming. Colorful not going for the hunt opening yet. Maybe on other maps. LR and Tide Hunters were Huntress openings. And there's a little bit of creeping going on. The shop this time goes to... what? The shop, yeah. There we go, the staff, I mean. Goes to 1-0. Dustin staff. And here is the dangerous Keeper harass. Becoming more and more of a standard. Foggy did it first. Moon did it in perfection. And now Colorful is following, but... he gets surrounded pretty much right away. Way better of a reaction by 1-0 this time. He might not be able to save this ghoul except with Great Micro. Is there an opening? Yes, there is. Okay. Whoa, this is already 1,000,000 times better than all the games against Moon earlier.
A player's forces are under attack.
Cool to see he's not shook by this. And continues fighting in this tournament. Acolytes are of course not allowed to die, and they probably... oh, that was a little late. Still in time though. And with a narrow tower. This is fixed now. Little bit of gold, but last time he was harassed like this, he had to rebuild 3 Acolytes and cancel the tech. So this is not supposed to happen. In the meantime, there's a little bit, tiny bit of a harass. He finds the expansion, sees the Hunt's Hall, harassing the Wisp. So he's getting something done. He got level 2 as well. There's still more skeletons if he finds some corpses. And he prevents level 3 on the Keeper. Nobody really approaching the crabs. Whoa, he sends the ghouls to the right. I've not seen this before. Very, very far away. Of course, if the ghouls are not in the base, they can't be Entangle killed.
The town is under siege.
And it is a Demon Hunter second. Expo will be late for Colorful.
Are under attack.
The Undead world is healing a bit. Pirshner, thank you for the sub. Tavern? Maybe just the Archer. Yep. The Archer, the Wisp. Tier 3 on the way. Lich is coming. Lore's on Colorful side.
A player's forces are under attack.
But this expansion doesn't have Nature's Blessing yet. We'll have it in a second. But this will still take some time, and 1-0's push is coming. Halfway to tier 3. Demon Hunter isn't ready yet. Army isn't there yet. The Expo isn't even crept yet. 1-0 is handling this early game a lot better than before. A lot comes down to the staff. If he doesn't get the staff at the shop, then of course, oh, he can't staff back, save that ghoul, defeat the Keeper at home. And this is his game to take now, I feel. This is the most powerful 1-0 push we've seen all day. The one that's coming now. Goes up to 50, banks a bit for the third hero. Needs an orb still. So there is still some time for Colorful to prepare, but how? Expo at 50%, didn't mine a dime here. Demon Hunter very close to 3. Only a couple of Dryads out. And there we go. Orb, Frenzy, Destros. Another Creep Camp Prior? Yep. He has to wait for the Naga.
A player's forces are under attack.
But okay, we got 3-3 now. Naga's out too. Lich is already here. Starting the fight without DK and Naga. Maybe a little early. Oh, forgot the DK? Or did he get something? Not really sure. Little shaky. But the Lich is holding his ground. Loses a lot of mana, but Colorful not willing to engage.
Players' forces are under
and this is a lot better fortified than before. The AP might not be in the best position, but it's very well protected. Not much surface area. But the statues are here. Illusions as well. Can Colorful hold this? There's nothing really in front. First Dryad falls already. Engine of War is getting mass repaired as part of the fight now. Trying to deal with the Fiends. There's a lot of normal damage coming into this. Heal Scroll was used to keep these ghouls in the fight, to do a little bit more damage with them. And the focus fire seems a lot better. Dryad Dance, not as crazy as before. And the focus fire seems to be off a little bit too. Ghouls could be taken out earlier. That's one. That's... two? No, not really. The Engine of War, man. He's walking a little marathon here. 40 supply only by 1-0. The ghouls are still in this. Can he continue to do... Oh, does he have a potion? No. So no nuke immediately, just an invo potion. Keeper got a little bit more mana, but the Expo is not under threat currently. There's no coil anymore. And this push seems held... Uh-oh. Demon Hunter still has an invul, gets staffed out, has a heal scroll. 1-0 running out of speed again. Good hold, and maybe 1-0 got a little over eager. Followed too deep, too close to the base. Instant reinforcements, Moonwells. He never really pressured this expansion and lost a lot in the process. Good hold.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not perfect, but good. And approaching this already. With the DK being late, with the Naga. I don't know. With the Lich fighting alone for a second. Could have been done better, I think. So many items on Colorful. This was the map that Colorful won in the winner bracket quarterfinal as well. Uh-oh, the statues are exposed. He really wants this Drake. Gets it. Item, Lionhorn, amazing. But Clutch Coil to save this fiend. Now trying to TP out after grabbing that item without a loss. But gold is getting crazy here.
Players' forces are under attack.
And this has now to work with hero levels. This is something that we've seen. Oh ho ho, Katka's pipe, nice. This is something that we have seen quite a bit recently. The Night of might hold the first pushes or the first waves, but at some point they do a mistake and at some point they lose a hero. I feel like 1-0's hero focus is not as strong as before. And also there's not too much attention on heroes, rather on units or buildings. And the Lich has to become a monster. These auras are, of course, absolutely amazing. I would expect an abomination soon. This was just 1-0 style recently. So far, we don't see that. Have another town portal. So it's not an all-in push. 3-3-2. Mana kinda low here. We have a Fork Lightning. We don't have one Nova. And Colorful's fortification is getting better. Engine of War. Can he do it? Man, these Ancients have been key to victory many times recently. Especially in the Lawlight vs. Epi game. Reveal used, Fiend probably dead, Statue super exposed, and a lot of damage again, ending up on illusions. This keeps on happening too. 2 destroyers in now, so he can deal with Treants rather quickly. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter, he can be staffed out of course if he wants to stay in that fight. He pops the heal scroll. Whew, that burrow was clutch. Oh, it's so many Dryads. It's just so many Dryads, but the Demon Hunter out of that fight. Is it time to do critical damage now to prepare the next fight? The Ancient in this fight, man. Oh, the damage is getting crazy. And the Dryads are just everywhere. Not enough damage to deal with them. Demon Hunter is back too. Has to go for the TP. Burrow. Fiends unburrow. Whoa, that was nicely done. But no, not even a real threat to this expo. The upside is, for 1-0, it's only tier 2. This will be Dryads, 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 and just more Dryads. Thank you for the thank you for the sub, by Sly. Did he sell the devotion aura? Why? I mean, most of the damage is probably the poison and spells. Oh, Invis Demon Hunter. Oh, brutal. Colorful jumping onto 120, seeking progress for his heroes. Needs to get him out instep. But he's taking that fight. The creeps are against 120. The dust is against 120. And oh, brother, this is not looking good at all. Has to pop the potion for... Oh, it doesn't. It's just not enough. Taking this fight against the creeps, against this army. Maybe he was a little broken before. He's losing everything. Absolutely everything. There's the statue and the heroes. We've seen undeads win in conditions like this, but Colorful takes map number 1 on his birthday. And the dominator of the Asian scene is 0-4 into seriousness. Gotta admit, things get better. This looked a lot better than the games against Moon, and this was also Colorful's map in the winner bracket quarterfinal. But it feels bad. But hey, there's hope a little bit. Testy test, thank you for the prime. I think, yeah, not enough damage early on. This harass is working out, like it's not like he ends up on super low levels. But this, I don't know. This is not nearly as scary as it was before. And maybe after 4 losses, it's time to switch it up a little bit. He can always go for a counter expansion. Or he could go for an earlier all-in. Tidehunters is next. This is a possible map to counter expand. This is not the fireworks that I expected going into this day yet. But cool to see that the Night Elves did their homework. If you rely on a strategy for too long, there will be counters. But yeah, good question what the solution is. Maybe on Concealed there's no real solution, or tier 2 counter expansion. Instead of that push he did, you know, go for a counter expansion. This might work, but we'd have to see this. It's kind of easy to say, just counter expand, bro. Maybe the Giants just tear it apart, maybe he uses Sappers, maybe the Keeper Harass is just enough. Concealed seemed to be a very, very good Night Elf map recently. And then, yeah. The push initially looked good, and then he got lured into that position at the top. And that's where he lost all momentum. Well, well, well. Will he go 0-4 and become the anti-Axe Lord? 0-5, sorry. Oh wow, ruined the whole joke. But yeah, Tidehunters. I wonder what's left. I wonder how much fighting spirit is left. I feel like he knows he can beat Colorful if he's just playing according to his standards. But yeah, the rise of Colorful continues, at least for now. Cool to see him back in shape after some tournament results that weren't the greatest. As we are going into a week full of Smile Cup for $16,000, DreamHack is close. No, it's a good time to get in shape. Andreco, thank you for the prime. At least he can't pull off a UMAT. True that. You will never forgive me for that, will you? Alright, 1-0 upper left. Back against the wall. Not much momentum left in him. And Colorful, well, getting one step closer to the final. As a Knight of Mirror connoisseur, I won't mind. But I gotta say, the mirror match of Lawlight and Colorful wasn't the most hype I've ever seen. But Moon will pull some tricks, I'm sure. So, Keeper again, DK again. Expo, yay or nay? Or are you still confident in your tier 3 push skills? Here, Moon absolutely tore his economy apart during the tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can you just implement that into your play if you're Colorful? You just saw that match and you saw Moon's harass. Can you just copy that in no time? But we saw 1-0's reaction to this too. The thing is, on this map there's only one shop, so there's only one staff. Maybe he needs the staff to be able to react in time? But so far it seems that's already a little bit of a different approach. It looks like he wanted to go for the turtles earlier, but then saw the wisp and refrained from doing so, so it's harass again. But he won't be in time. Since the wisp distracted him, oh, is he in time to steal something here? He has to steal a lot. Basically the entire camp from here on out. And keep all the skeletons alive. Like, it's not very likely. Still tier 1. 3 minutes in. There's the tech. Okay, so it's no fast expansion, we know so much. Could still go for it on tier 2 if he wants to.
Are under attack.
Oh, big last hits. If he doesn't get this one, okay, he did get it. And the mantle, which is nice. Otherwise, the difference in XP would have been a little too much, but it's time for the staff now, and Colorful gets it. So this opens up 1-0's base quite a bit. Thank you for the bit, CSO, say so, GSO. Oh man. Gets level 2, the creeps are going for this, but Colorful should know. At least expect that he's a little too slow. Is he too slow to kill something? No, I don't think so. With Entangle, everything is possible. No damage done. Again, the reaction of 1-0 is getting better. The problem is, or the question is, does he learn fast enough? So the ultimate damage is prevented. But we're also not on tier 3 yet. This wasn't the moon timing, was just a little distraction. And Colorful is able to expand on the spot, which will save him quite some time. And I'm missing a Huntress Hall?
Forces are under attack.
I am missing a Huntress Hall. This is also quite some archers. Demon Hunter? Okay, is this just a mistake? There goes more archers. Engine of Wind. All right. Mass air again. I did not expect this from Colorful at all. I think he's just bound to play lores, as he always does. And this is the dangerous timing. There is an extra acolyte here. And only an entangle, doesn't want to cancel the slaughterhouse. Maybe it was a little too late. But with the extra acolyte and the scouting acolyte not dying, this is already a lot safer. Does 1-0 know about this? He was pretty prepared when Moon played Air, and he is absolutely incredible in kiting. You saw this on Wednesday when they were moving up and down Last Refuge multiple times. Lich has good inventory. Timings seem to be okay. Demon Hunter progress, not really big yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice damage on the Keeper, and slows him down and prevents pretty much every single attempt to go into the undead base. This was the case on Concealed as well, so a lot more attention to this. Progress on the Lich, not the greatest, pulls the ghouls now. And where is he moving next? Because we are getting close to that scary timing. Anti-air isn't really that big, but he switches to Fiends already, without Web though. But I guess once the Frenzy is done, he could invest into it. So far there's only 2 Fiends. So far this is pretty scary. Super tanky Demon Hunter again. How many tanky Demon Hunters have we seen this week? Yeah, push is coming, and that will definitely reveal air. He can't deal with hippos with Coil Nova. Oh, Q's another Fiend prior to WAP. What's this 49 supply, I guess? This Engine of War will not be part in any of the defenses. And he got the Flute. Quite a big find. Pushing into the base, sees air, and that's what you do. Coil Nova, trying to get the Demon Hunter out of the fight. But yeah, without Web, what do? He's not portaling out yet. He wants this fight. He wants the Demon Hunter, as it seems. Frost Armor is a good solution for in between. And the damage seems good. Can he take over the ground against all the Treants without a Destroyer? Seems like it, otherwise just getting nuked. Demon Hunter down to 50%. Lots of mana on him still. So he can easily recover with Moon Juice. And it feels like Web is severely missing. There we go. Naga third, getting focused and is just dead. Wants to stay in this fight regardless. Could have TP'd if he wanted to. But that was by choice. Pulls back. Only lost... He didn't lose much. He lost the Naga. But he has a ton of ghouls. Maybe a Fiend? Not too sure. Colorful up at 50. Naga back in no time. So what do you do with all the ghouls here? Don't want to break into upkeep too early. And this air army isn't too scary yet. With Frost Armor, with a decent amount of mana on the DK to coil and good coil timing. But mana doesn't look too good. Double Ring of Regen. Oh, this is big. Keeps Colorful at 60 with that Moonwell kill if he focuses it. Yep. Takes another fight. And these fairies at the moment can't be rebuilt. He needs to go back. And with level 2 aura, that is easier. But how much time does he have left? Keeper is a little bit in trouble. Got blocked, got an invul. Focus switches to the Demon Hunter. Can be staffed out. Should be staffed out. Is staffed out. We sense the hurt units back in. A little bit miss micro on certain parts, but there's no damage yet. The fairy dragons aren't there in the critical mass. Oh, the heal scroll, a beautiful value. And these fiends stay alive. You don't need too many fiends. Your focus fire is great, and he picks up one unit after the next. Gotta be careful with the destroyer. Focus fire by Colorful a little late on that, maybe. And what is 0? If you move everything away in time, you might not even need coils. Wow. That is the 1-2-0 we're used to seeing. And the DK is just not losing any HP. Takes out one unit after the next. Keeps the Destro out of the fight until Dispel is necessary. The fight started with a 10 supply lead for Colorful. Okay, that's a Fiend kill now with Entangle. The Destroyer a little far off as there is too much damage. Feels like it's time to retreat. Don't overcommit. But he thinks that Lich and Naga are enough. Demon Hunter also down. Staff is ready again, so Moonjuice should be okay too. Wow, and yeah, that's the thing with fairies. They're somewhat anti-exponential. If you have just a few of them, they tickle a little bit, and these undead heroes with the statues, they're just untouchable. Oh, quick dispel. Here's the Demon Hunter kill, and that is finally the first map for 1-0. It took some time, but he's there. Stepped up his game tremendously. The execution in the fight was good. And yeah, Colorful is probably not the greatest mass air player. If you compare him to Moon. Or... yeah, especially to Moon. Like, it seems like comparisons to Moon are always a little unfair. But this is the level that Colorful wants to operate in, right? So you have to be compared to the best. Okay, 1-1. Finally, we got ourselves a series. And yeah, this it feels like 1-0 is learning a little bit in every game. And now I'm really curious about the next map. That's Echo Isles. Echo Isles can be very different, and I feel like that's a map that wasn't in the pool when he was up against Moon. So this could be anything from Ghoul Rush to Fast Expansion. And if 1-0 continues learning and the execution is getting better, then he can be a real threat and challenge for the title. Thank you, Trivio, for the sub. And say so for more bits. So where's the series going? One of these guys will have match points after Echo Isles. The two friends. The two Dota companions. There was a little bit of a back and forth between them during DreamHack, but just friendly banter. And yeah, we have our eyes glued to what 1-0 is doing with the situation now. Crypt Alter Zig. On the other side, Colorful is exposing his base with the Ancient of War at the Merc. Could be an opening to a Ghoul Rush. Do you want to take that risk? One to zero did that versus Foggy and it looked tremendous. And the ghoul is rushing over. Demon Hunter first. Okay, we've seen this more and more. There's a little bit of the Law Lion influence to the matchup. And this was looking real good, to be honest. But it's a whole different game. Not nearly as much control. Not nearly as much of a threat, more of a disable. But very, very powerful mana burn then, of course. So 1-0 knows. It is a ghoul play. We'll see if he sells the TP and goes for a 6th Acolyte maybe. But so far, that is not the case. More ghouls are moving over. This is 2. Colorful gets the Shadow Priest, which is nice for some healing and dispel against the skeletons. This ghoul, very hurt, has to get out of that fight soonish, I feel. Can he get the last hit? Nope. Oh, and Claw +9 against fragile ghouls. This is not a great early game for 1-0, whose DK is rushing over with Aura first for more Whisperers. And this is not an expansion then.
A player's forces are under attack.
And with that ghoul lost, and with the second ghoul also involved in the push, this is a late tech. He is eventually delaying this creep. Just by his presence, and Colorful is abandoning this. So level 3 will be a little bit of an issue. Shadow Priest under fire. There's more ghouls. He needs the slumber desperately.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it is the ghoul push he played against Foggy. Only level 2 Demon Hunter, but at least evasion. Engine of War, not part of the defense. No second Engine of War in the base. And no access to mercenaries. The camp is still there. So let's see how much damage he can do. Catches the Shadow Priest off guard pretty much immediately. Lots of mana used already from the Moonwells. It is nighttime. He does get a little bit of rejuve here. As more Moonwells are coming in. This is his defense. Nice block to prevent the kill on the Shadow Priest. And starting this push with no dust seems a little questionable. At least while pushing during nighttime. And there is a tech behind this, so it's not an all-in. Cost a couple of resources, got a Moonwell.
A player's forces are under attack.
But not the big damage, not the big distraction. Still everybody's game to take. DK got very little experience though. But also 1-0 not overcommitting. Did he gather enough lumber in the meantime to continue attacking? Whoa, it feels like lumber is too low. Demon Hunter Panda then. No, Naga? Huh. Warming up for these bear mirrors later, huh? So 1-0 I guess wants to attack, wants to get a second hero, wants to get the slaughterhouse. But how do you do all of that with 260 lumber? Mana potion, very nice. Ghouls are coming in again, just a couple. And is anybody bringing dust? Naga second tier as well. No, nobody's bringing dust. Slaughterhouse is coming in now. Oh, gets the surround. The Demon Hunter blocks his way free though. But gets the... Oh, trying to get the Naga instead. The surround not 100% close. The Naga is the Thunder stepping enough. It looks like it, but will both Nagas just die? Oh, Town Portal swapped. Wonderful move by 1-0. Saves his own Naga with very, very little HP and the cost of a Town Portal. So you can't question, was this worth it? Only one lore, no expo. Has to use a potion soon as well. The Demon Hunter is just grinding. Boots, nice. Not having an undead with a potion of greater mana, also nice. And this is a very hurt Naga without a statue around.
Player's forces are under attack.
Tier 3 coming. One base. Trying to get the Demon Hunter, but oh, on the cost of the Naga, maybe 4 units around doesn't really work. Invest the potion now, and then the Demon Hunter is happy with what he did. Couple of costs, but that's kind of fine. Statue coming. So finally some regen. And it feels like Colorful didn't do much with the rest of his army in the meantime. Didn't take out the Murlocs, only now the mercenary camp. No expo up, no expo creep here. Finally level 2. But it's also... Ah, okay, there's the second lore. Didn't see that yet. I guess nobody really played the game they initially wanted to.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nothing really worked out the way they had this planned. Oh yeah, it's gonna be level 3 Naga, Lich soon, Frenzy soon, and there's not even an expansion to conquer, so if you just want to play it straight up, I think 1-0 is heavily favored here. Ooh, Acolyte there. Late game expansion. Yep. Okay, there's quite some pressure on Colorful now. His bears aren't ready, his bears aren't online. He is forced into an invul, as probably didn't expect the Lich that early. And I don't feel he's in a position to push this yet. Master Bear's not finished, no orb on him. So yeah, good map control by 1-0 now. And of course Naga falls off. It's not like a panda that scales like crazy into the late game. Naga very squishy. Could definitely fall to Coil Nova Fork.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Ghoul's-Eye Frenzy here. I feel 1-0 is controlling this really well. He's not overcommitting anymore, knows exactly how far he can take it! Illusions used, can be dispelled of course. Naga and a little bit of focus fire. Ghouls try to tear these Dryads apart and make them step back, because then they can't do damage. He forgets the bears in the front a little bit. Well, they're fighting illusions here, so they're not part of the fight. Colorful. There is a little bit of focus fire, but there's still so many ghouls. Wow, these bears wasted their damage on illusions pretty much. And now there's a destroyer who can dispel against the roar and the rejuve. Can he reach? Yes, he can reach. Okay. No more gifts for Colorful. Concealed was a one-off thing, but this fight looks tremendous. But we don't have mana here anymore, so this could lead to some kills if he does overextend. But the Demon Hunt is also so low. Staff out. Whew. Fiend got killed eventually. Bear gets the last hit, and there is a little bit of slow, so 1-0 retreats. Good recovery. And mana and items are necessary for sure. Especially mana potions. Mana potions on the DK. Must, and he can't afford it. This fight covered the expansion for him. Colorful, do you know about this? And can you break this? Counter expansion coming, so he's probably not all inning, but trying to do as much damage as possible before there's too many towers. And for that, he has a wonderful timing. Gets rid of at least the tower. 2 destroyers up though, so the damage against bears is stacking up. Not too much anti. The focus fire. Crazy, but the DK has no item. Oh, invul potion past Lich level 2. Needs to pull that invul though. Super close. This could have been the turnaround And it feels like 1-0 is a little overwhelmed at what's happening. Loses one destroyer, loses a fiend, now pulls in the ghouls. He just takes care of this DK here at the moment. Oh, almost the throw. Thank you, Wotan, for the sub.
Players' forces are under attack.
And this expo is expensive. Really expensive. Can't engage into fights with the heroes so hurt. Only a mana potion. How well does Colorful scale? Expo is up. This is exactly what he wanted to cover. Whoa, he made this as expensive and as late as probably possible. Shop control again, Invo Potion on Colorful, who has a pretty good damage Demon Hunter. Never goes into upkeep. Continues to burn with the boots. Very well done. If this tower is up, this will all be a lot better, but oh, Colorful plays this nicely. Coil on a ghoul. Can you get rid of the bears? One gets staffed. Staff's on cooldown. There's only one. So after the next focus fight, these bears will fall. Heal scroll again used. There is a mana potion. He won't run out of steam as early as before. So now the bears are gone. The roar is gone. 3 destroyers. This feels a little imbalanced, but it also shows that 1-0 sees the bears as the big threat, not really the dryads. Needs to use the potion, was waiting for the mana burn. Invo potion here. No nuke anymore, but healing if he wants to. But he lets the statues do the job. This is 13 supply about to drop, but he holds. Nero comes up, needs more echoes, and now he breaks into upkeep. Now he gets the echoes, and finally that expo starts paying off.
A player's forces are under attack.
Needs Lich 3 at some point. Very far away. Yeah, as you guys say in chat, there's a great destroyer micro going on. As so often, but Colorful knows. Okay, fighting into a base, not the greatest idea. Fighting into an expansion, not the greatest idea.
Are under attack.
And he intercepts this. But this gives time for the turtles. And 1-0 side, bottom left. It's always a little weird to go into this position as it's like a dead end. Destroyers not as effective as usual, as they don't dispel, entangle, treants, don't get all that source of healing. But okay, we end up on 2-base, and we're fine with that. Colorful adding double engine of wind. I think this is necessary and the only right way to do it. One engine of wind doesn't seem to be cutting it. He needs a little bit more time. 1-0 goes for Burrow. But he... Oh, resources a little imbalanced by Colorful. So much gold, but no lumber at all. But yeah, I think you have to go for 2 engines of wind, otherwise they get picked apart one by one. Lich almost no damage, Naga naked, holds on to the talisman and the ring. And is there... There's A-bombs coming. He needs web ASAP. It's a fast upgrade. He can maybe pull back if he sees the air. And it's not critical yet. You can still coil over them.
player's forces are under
The
attack.
rally point is on the Demon Hunter. Fixes it now. Here comes Web. Okay. We are getting into the super late game department. And shop control moves back to the undead. Invo potion, heal scroll. Oh, so you have two heal scrolls
Player's
even.
forces are under attack.
And a supply lead for 120. Still misses out on the level 2 Nova. But this is the push. No disease cloud. But at least an A-bomb with frost armor to soak up damage. Colorful still doesn't take care of the lumber issues. Goes for more hippos. Is that enough though? It's only 4. And there's 4 or 5 fiends. I think he needs to wait for at least one more round of production. Okay, let's decide this game with this fight. The A-bomb does what A-bombs are supposed to do. Dies oh, doesn't die quickly. Man, level 2 CORSAIR looks like nothing on this. And the hippos weren't enough. Get taken out of the air. DK in a little bit of trouble. Could go for Death Pact in a bit. Is he banking on that? Maybe he shouldn't. Okay, TP out. Fiends are starting to fall. Still 72 supply here, but the hippos are all gone. Now, of course, a lot of redo. There's a lot of healthy units as well. Good fight by Colorful in a way that he forced the town portal right when he needed to. But that was big upgrades. And 120 didn't really commit to this too hard. I think he's still holding on to the heal scrolls. Yes, both of them. Just the DK was out of position. Still no lumber for disease cloud as it seems. Staff is ready. That was good damage, but also mana drained. Lich no mana, Naga no mana. Four destroyers now. So sick. 20 supply though. And if there's no mana on the destroyers, they don't look too great. Colorful is switching into a lot of dry. It's again 5 hippos here. 6 hippos this time. And no Nature's Blessing. Can 120 brute force this? Game will be decided in a bit. If this Expo is still alive after killing a couple of units here, this might be Colorful's game. Is he calculating this correctly? Yes, he kills the Expo without too many losses. One fiend, maybe, not even that. Nope, stays alive. And that was a major, major, major move. So he needs this counterattack, and this needs to hurt. I don't think he has time to build another Expo. 900 gold. Okay, he won't build another Expo. He will probably mine out. Try to move the tree over and hold it then. Stall time to let both mines run out. But it's not like this was a fast expansion. Demon Hunter in Trouble City. It's not like this was a fast expansion. This will last for 8,000 gold. And shop control again. Now DK level 4, even more regen. Still waiting for the disease cloud. It's not too many fiends anymore and a lot of hippos. The thing is, if he loses all the destroyers, but the fiends stay alive and the heroes as well, I think he can clean this up. It's of course 20 supply destroyers, but it's also a lot of hippo supply. What about the upgrades? 1, 2, 1, 1. Mana is looking not too great actually. Lich never level 4 hurts. High upkeep. Colorful is trying to expand again, so no income for him. Wants to have the main building still here, so the Demon Hunter gets staffed home, can heal up at the Moonwells and then staff back in. So that is why he goes for this new tree. 443. But yeah, there's no real urgency to push, I feel. But he will, as he's in high upkeep. Whoever wins the next fight is probably gonna claim the match point. Of course, what is your expired here as well? Sold the altar, squeezing every single bit of gold out. More destroyers. Ooh, is he waiting for the fiend? I think so. Let's go then. Still no Nature's Blessing. Colorful and high upkeep as well. The destroyers! Oh, that was quite some damage, but also a massive Nova into the Hippo army. Now he needs this super strong kiting game. How do you keep these Hippos alive if the Hippos are dead? Destroyers reign free. Still has 5 of them. One can't be used. The Wisps are not detonating too much, but the Hippos seem all gone. 10 supply lead. More and more roar. 3 more Hippos on the ground. And then this should be 1-0's game. Oh my god, he's flooding it with wisps, trying to block and prevent the kiting, which is a super nice idea. Wonder how well this is looking in the end. 3 destroyers still up. 63 supply left for 1-0. 68 here. Naga in a little bit of trouble. But the Hippos can't follow. Dryads on the right-hand side, Bears on the left-hand side. Invo potions still up. More and more Hippos. I don't think the critical numbers are there anymore. Has to keep track of these statues, has to move them back, and now air superiority. Naga in trouble, Invo potion. Will the destroyers do it? Massive fork lightning, which still not resulting in a kill. Lich! Oh, the Dryad Spear, the Demon Hunter, the kill! At level 5, he holds, gets 2 fiends on the way out too! Oh my god. These last seconds of the fight were so massive. Lich gone, Orb gone. Demon Hunter continues to bully this Naga. 5 heroes. But it's only 2 bears, a couple of Dryads. Can he get the Lich back? Yes, super important. He had a healed scroll, maybe he could have... I think he just got it. We'll see. Okay, no mana to use whatsoever. Wisps are flooding. Is this Colorful taking this now? Another fiend gone. Invo potion, 7 seconds safety. Lich in trouble once more. Can't really reach with the Naga, but the Demon Hunter is so fast. The boots. But now he turns it around. Staff out Demon Hunter out of that fight. Still statues on the ground. He needs to keep these statues safe. They are a big part of his win condition. Coil has arrived. Potion has been popped. Demon Hunter comes back in. He's trying to nuke this bear before the demon comes back in. But 2 bears taken down. Fiend gets coiled. Has to move these statues back. It feels like he's forgetting about them a little bit. Kind of good that he held on to that ring and the talisman, but the Lich dies again and the orb has been taken out again, and Colorful takes this map. Incredible. Despite all the hippos gone. That was a pretty sick execution. The late game Night Elf in the high upkeep department again, so hard to deal with. But maybe no disease cloud is a mistake. Maybe no Banshees is a mistake. Maybe he could have done it better, but rough. Colorful one map away from playing a grand final on his birthday. Last Refuge it is, and this was one of my favorite maps when they clashed in the winner bracket quarterfinal. Sending you guys into a little bit of a break. Be right back with match points for Colorful. Back with match points on Last Refuge. We are already in the game. We're just seconds away from resuming it. And here we go. Colorful. Just a couple of days ago, it was a 1-3 from his perspective. Now he could turn it all around and gift himself some nice $2,500 and a grand final against the greatest of all time, Moon, who he defeated already in the WGL grand final just a couple of months ago in July, if I'm not mistaken. We got Colorful in the upper right, just one map away. Feels like 1-0 is recovering, but it also feels like he would have won that Echo Isle game 2 days ago. He's not there yet. The surrounds don't stick as well as usual. The Lich dying there. Maybe pushing a little too early, and then, yeah, Banshee's still not his best friend. Feels like with Disease Cloud things would be better, but hard to judge if he ever had the resource, if he had the space in the production circle. And so far it's DK again. Again the question, is it a fast expansion or is it the typical Ted Fiend play? Not Ted Fiend play, sorry. Mass Ghouls into Fiends into Destroyer play. Or is Colorful again going eer, even though it wasn't successful on Tidehunters?
A player's forces are under attack.
It always felt like an undead has to do some damage early on. Now, with the games today, it feels like you have to prevent damage early on. And Colorful is dodging the DK. He's already on the way. He only has Treants. But with the DK not here, he can't steal any last hits, and this is a direct reaction to what happened in their game on Wednesday. When 1-0 got the last hit, the keeper never took off, and now he's dodging 1-0 so hard. This is a smart development for Colorful if this pays off. But there is a DK. Can he see him? Does he see him? It's gonna be freaking close, and he gets it again. All this investment for nothing. Oh boy. Oh, Last Refuge and Colorful. Not a great duo. And now this game is hella rough for the Night Elf. Ghouls creeping, level 2 unlocked. I guess there was not enough of a decoy in the north to make 1-0 believe that something is happening there. And then since these guys are practice partners, he probably knew. Wow, quick reaction. Insane inventory on the keeper. These right clicks, these birds hurt.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, can he get some damage here? Yoinks this? Looks like the call was on time, I think. Oh, detonate against more summons. Gets one ghoul. I think it's fine. But yeah, oh my. Pulls a whole lot of archers. Can't prevent the experience gain here. 2.6. But he should be safe now. Very aggressive play for Colorful, trying to distract from his expansion. But that skeleton, it's nighttime. He doesn't see it. Sometimes we, I think, make wrong conclusions about like what vision you got at night. Oh, illusions now. If he forces an entangle here, that would be great. Every little bit of time that he stalls is great. And there is a coil. Pulling the creep camps together onto the tree. This is how Last Refuge can turn into an utter disaster. But he knows the real DK now. He knows how to react properly, and it's only muddy. And he pulls him again. Damage on this tree. This tree. DK is threatening a coil. But it's not too much damage, it's mostly distraction. But this is a lot of distraction, a lot of more time with just a part of an item stack. Oh, entangle doesn't go, doesn't work this way. But the experience is even, and Colorful is not in a position to go for 1-0 space at all. Ooh, did he get it? I think the keeper got it actually, but not sure. But yeah, it really feels like the key in this matchup, in the mid game, is what Moon and what Foggy displayed, and that's the keeper in the undead base, getting rid of ghouls and acolytes. And this is not happening. So I'm thinking what could be a potential last map. We still have Autumn Leaves, Amazonia, and a third one that slips my mind. Northern Isles. Could be Autumn Leaves then, I guess. Or Northern Isles. But I can see him vetoing Northern Isles as well. Amazonia should be the ban for 1-0. Boots of Kel'Thalar's not bad. This is all taking a long time though. And this hero combo will be better. A high level Lich is always better than a high level Naga. To get Frost Armor and Dark Ritual.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's the calm before the storm here. Expo paying off. No tier 3 this time. I'm pretty sure he will stay on Mass Dryads. Another adaptation by Colorful, not going into air anymore. But again, this is the deadly timing. How ready is Colorful? Double invul, double level 3, even a heal scroll, good items on him. It feels like Colorful is very ready for this. Good position here too. Has Nature's Blessing. Oh, and a big item. Ooh, Legion Doomhorn also takes away a big part of the experience on the left hand side. On the other side, we have a Naga Mana Stone. Good. Real good. Frenzy, Destroyer push. This will decide Last Refuge. Merc camp is open. Can go for instant reinforcements. This looks very much like the way he played on Conceal. So how much did he learn from this? Off we go onto the archers, take them out. Illusion soaking up quite a bit. Demon Hunter is doing a good job distracting, soaking up damage. He's quite tanky. Puts the ghouls to the back to get them some regen. And the Dryads are exposed to the Fiends at the moment. More and more Treants. There's no Destroyer up yet, and 1-0 abandons this attack. It's just too much. Ooh, saves the Fiend on 2 HP. So I guess the only losses were ghouls. But what's plan B? This was a great hold. Still at 57. Didn't even invest too many consumables. Kept this Engine of War alive. Kept most of the archers alive. And there's not much experience here. Not having a level 3 Lich hurts. Oh, and an instant creep jack. He needs these last hits. Gets it, but it's not enough. He shares XP by 3. Lich level 3 finally, but no mana whatsoever. Demon Hunter is doing a tremendous job dealing with this. And there's again no A-bomb, no disease cloud. It's just straight up focus fire by Fiends and Dryads. The Destroyer has to do a lot of heavy lifting. Lich is in a little bit of trouble. Oh, the coil misses! That exposes the Lich as well. Oh no, this is bad. This is real bad. DK's position has to be far away from the DK. This is the last bit of mana. He doesn't have a TP anymore. He has to take this fight. I feel there was an opportunity. Oh, a big mana burn to kill that Lich, but yeah. The Demon Hunter is chasing hard here. So what's next? What can you do next?
Player's forces are under attack.
Level 4 is okay. On the DK. Attack upgrades to deal with the Dryads faster. There is no time to go for Disease Cloud really, right? And this is no TP 120, getting caught on the high ground. But you don't want to fight uphill with an all-range army. But it feels like he's very ready. Nutrients dispels against them, but there's only one Destroyer, so he doesn't get rid of them immediately. Here we go, second Destroyer. And still 2 statues on the ground, but that of course limits the number of Fiends. No mana at all to save anything. This is looking rough, and it's looking rougher and rougher. This Demon Hunter, there's no threat against him, as there is Coil Nova. Usually the Demon Hunter approaches you in these fights, and you Coil Nova him, trying to get him out of the fight. But the mana burn up time is fantastic for him here. Fiends suffer, heroes suffer. He's getting caught, level 4, little bit of noob, but the Demon Hunter of course will be staffed out. And it's a 15 supply lead now with a lot of Dryads. Engine of War again, part of this fight, mostly ignored. And that is no hat trick for 120. After DreamHack Yule Cup, he will not add TP Cup to his list if he doesn't find a miracle somewhere. It's just too much. He's microing his heart out. But it's not enough piercing damage against these Dryads, it seems. The supply gap is closing. The kiting game is once again great, but Colorful is constantly staffing back, getting these kills. Is the staff up? Yes, it is. Invo potion as well. There's no way to save this DK, I feel. Invo potion passed from the Naga. But how to get out here? Naga focus fire. He needs the damage up time. Focus fire, staff out. Naga's not saved in the back as the Dryads are getting, or jumping on her. Are very exposed now, though. This could result in a couple of kills. Trying desperately to force a TP, but even then the expansion is paying off. Damage is done. Army is relatively weak. He did get level 4, and that 1-0 makes this fight so close is absolutely incredible. This was the best display of micro that he's shown throughout the entire final day, I think. But he still lost the hero. He's still without items, and he's still up against the base.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that's the fighting spirit we wanted to see from him earlier. Feels like he didn't warm up in time, and is peaking to a time where it's already a little too late. Again, heal potion. Dust against the burrow will change a lot. There's still a TP. And he sees that army movement. The Ogre Lord won't help in this situation. Naga is not back yet. An A-bomb is coming in now, but it's still no disease cloud. Can he do this? No hero here. Two Dryads down immediately. Naga brings no items though. It was one Nova. Oh my god, the dust. The dust can be crazy. Going for the DK, maybe an overcommitment. Just chasing away this keeper. He wants to force this TP so bad. Heal potion against this Nova. Now the Lich has no mana anymore. He can reach again. But there's no coil. There's no real threat. Turns it around and... Wait, are these fiends not revealed? How are they not dead? Oh, we're getting close to a coil with the Fork Lightning as well. Has the TP out, but it's only the Keeper. Demon Hunter and Dryad stay in this. 15 supply lead still for the Night Elf. And what's the way to keep this DK safe now? The statues do an incredible job. Mana burn over and over and over again. He can't really find the damage to get rid of this Demon Hunter, but he kills off more and more Dryads as the Keeper is back. Can establish a little bit of a front line with this A-bomb here. And again, he's closing that supply gap. Imagine Disease Cloud in this fight. But he has to reproduce units immediately. Uh-oh, Lich in trouble! What can he do? Nothing! Level 5 on the Demon Hunter, and without the second hero, I think there's absolutely no damage without the Orb and Tangle galore. He's trying his absolute best to run away from the situation, and it might be working. Mantle of Intelligence, not picked up, but also not blocking. But there was a double kill for Colorful once again. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Naga about to come back. Mana burn. Oh my, he's playing with fire here. The fiends are taking out a lot of Dryads, but as long as there's mana. And 1-0 fighting without the heroes here. Crazy. No second expansion yet either. Oh, but he saved a lot. He saved a lot. But I feel like Colorful is not safe yet. It's not looking great. But the heroes are coming back. It's a 20 supply lead. But all it takes is maybe one mistake. One potion that he doesn't get. One mana burn that's a little too late. But Colorful is taking all precautions to not slip. Level 3 Naga. The nuke just got better. DK getting caught, is not aware of the Demon Hunter here, I think. supply gap is so massive. And he doesn't have the Lich yet. He also has no way out. He has to fight this. No Destroyer in the air. That's more lockdown. Oh, there is actually, but it's too late. Can't afford a DK kill. 1-0 out. The dream of the hat trick is over. And Colorful gets the revenge for the winner bracket quarterfinal and makes his way from round 1 of the lower bracket into the grand final. What a run by Colorful this is. And an incredible way to turn the tide. Will this match go the same way when 1-0 is not facing Moon earlier? Will he have more confidence and will this look different? Maybe. But it is a Night of Mirror Grand Final. We have the WGL Grand Final rematch. And Colorful is back where we want to see him, on the top of the scene. So is Moon, obviously. So will it be a back-to-back tournament win for Moon, winning AWL and TP Cup back-to-back? Or is it gonna be Colorful's time again? He has shown incredible strength in Night of Mirror, in his mirror match against Lawlight. I hope there's gonna be a little more action-packed, but Lawlight and Moon are pretty comparable when it comes to mirror matches. A little sad for 1-0. I felt like he didn't bring his absolute A game today. Not as strong as in the days prior, when he 2-0'd a Focus, when he 3-0'd a Fortitude. Also not as strong as the 3-1 that we've seen in the winner bracket quarterfinal, but still, great run. Just this start to the day was absolutely horrible. Losing 2 maps in 12 minutes or whatever that was. Yeah. It's time for our grand final. Might be a little break in between. I will keep you posted on this. And then we see each other for yet another best of 5 grand final.